Canada, or the Great White North, currently houses a population of 36 million people. This number grows every year by 1.2%, a good rate for many developed countries. However, according to Statistics Canada, the contribution of natural increase to population growth in our country would diminish by 2037, resulting in a lower rate. Through the following graph with predictions for the years 2011 to 2051, by 2041, Canada's PGR depends solely on migratory increase, with a growth rate of around 0.7%. But how does this affect us? What are the issues caused by a low PGR? 1. A low or even a negative population growth rate will put an additional pressure on the country, such as low taxes to support expensive plans or provide better benefits. 2. All baby boomers and their kids would be reaching their old ages. An aging population such as that would put increased pressure on the healthcare system, including an increased demand for doctors. 3. The government would have to allocate large sums of money for their pensions, support systems, etc. For many years, Canada will need to develop and sustain several expensive plans for their elderly population. This ties back to our first point. A low population means less tax being paid, and the government would have to look for other sources to pay for these plans. 4. There is also significant pressure on the workforce population, as the dependency load will be 50 seniors for every 100 workers by 2056. With problems like these, if Canada aims for a population of 100 million people, then our country will be more self-sufficient, with a higher workforce population to support the children of baby boomers and have a stable economy. It is also the exact number the Mid-Canada Development Corridor Foundation said was needed for a country to have a sustainable and independent economy. But how can our country achieve this? Canada will need to get the cream of the crop immigrants who will be participating in the workforce population. Every year, Canada creates a specific number of immigrants it would accept into the country. Currently, this number is around 300,000 immigrants, and it's not quite enough. The Advisory Council on Economic Growth has already recommended an increase in the immigration population to 450,000 by 2021. This is by far a better estimate as long as Canada keeps increasing this number every decade. To reach our goal, we not only need to increase our expectations but also our incentives. Some way the government can achieve this is by creating a category where people get direct access if they meet certain expectations. An example of a person who could apply for this would be Mark. Mark earns 200,000 Canadian dollars annually. He pays around 50,000 Canadian dollars as tax every year to the government. Mark already has a job and wishes to be a permanent resident, but is short of a few points as he is 44 years old and has no immediate relatives in Canada. By attracting people such as them, Canada is generating more money. The catch is that since Mark is in a high earning bracket, he will not be receiving many of the benefits the government offers. This cancels out since the amount he pays to the government and the amount the government spends on him is a profit for Canada. Another way is by creating more additions to the point system, which can lead to more immigration, such as giving extra points for kids who are going into high school in Canada. For every kid going to high school, the parents would receive 2 points. The reason for targeting students in high school is to ensure that they study at Canadian colleges and become part of the workforce population. Current schooling systems makes it harder for foreign students to pay their fees, while ensuring Canadian students or those with PR find it more cheaper. By providing PR to those who are yet to go to college, we are ensuring that they won't study abroad because of financial issues they face. In addition to providing incentives and increasing our numbers, we would also need to increase more homes and jobs. It is important to create more high rise buildings instead of single family homes. Sustainability needs to be built into the architecture, such as LEED homes. These need to be cheaper and closer to where the jobs are located. We have about half a century ahead of us to reach our goal. So what are our success rates? Our chances of success depends on several factors. While there are many incentives for immigrants to come to our country, they may not choose to do so if we face any forms of economic crisis. The push factors, such as an economic crisis, could outweigh the pull factors, such as the incentives we're giving them, at any point of time, leading to bigger problems.